looks like we should be able to use gravity to pull this guy out. Or not. Hey everybody, Chris here from Pretty and Green Plants. Today we're going to go over cleaning up this Monstera. It's been outside our house for a bit, so it's got some yellowing leaves, it needs some of these roots to be pruned, and it needs a transplant. So we're going to go over all that today. So the first thing you can do is start going around and removing some of the dead growth. There's a few sticks and leaves in through here. Just going to remove those. We did not clean this up at all. And we're going to also go over cutting out these roots. Adventitious roots or air roots are good for outdoors, but they can be trouble indoors, so we're going to cut some of these out. These ones that are connected into the soil, I'll be careful to not remove this one in particular. Looks like we're getting there. You just take up a few more of these air roots. Now if leaves want to senesce or pull away from the plant, that's how you know they're ready to pull off. I was just checking this leaf here to see whether or not it was ready to go, but it wasn't ready to be released from the plant easily, so I left it on. That's always a good check to see whether or not the plant wants to give you the leaf or not. And now we're going to be transplanting, so we're going to be cutting out some of these roots prior to the transplant, and also taking a couple water stones on the way. We'll show you how to do that and how to improve your results. So at the bottom you've got these roots, they're fine to snip off. Again, root pruning is totally okay. And now it looks like we should be able to use gravity to pull this guy out. Or not. A few more. And there we go. And that is our root mass, which is kind of what we expected. Quite large. This branch over here, because it's kind of dangling off to the edge, this is a good candidate for water cloning. Really pretty Swiss cheese leaves on it. So when you take a cutting from Monstera, the roots will typically come out right at this node or just right here beneath the node. You can see that's where the air root was. So when I take this cutting, I'm going to take it just beneath, just to here. I'm going to cut there and stick it straight into water. You want to go right into water quickly because you want to prevent air from going into the stem and embolism. That is not ideal. And I'm going to keep going, same sort of thing. Stem, which contains the stem cells, as well as a leaf attached, and just beneath it, that's where the root will come out. So I'll give it a little bit of space and cut, and into water straight away. Another good hack for keeping your water nice and healthy is to add a couple drops of bleach, or just refresh the water every 48 hours or so. Because that chlorine will dissipate eventually, and you want to get that back into the water to keep microbial populations down. What we're going to do now is lean the Monstera on its side. Ooh, that's a slug. We don't want slugs in there. This little guy, we'll take him outside or throw him in the green waste bin. Huge healthy root mass here. What you're seeing, all this white is what you want to see. White and kind of this cream colored root system is what you want. And down here at the bottom where you have the end of the root stems, that's where the root growth is occurring. That's a really good fuzzy gel that's surrounding it, which is healthy. But now I'm going to reach my hand up into the center of the root ball and kind of open it up. I'm going to open it up so that when it goes into the new pot, it has plenty of places to go. This is kind of eliminating the previous root boundedness. So nice and open, pull out any roots that naturally come off. You're going to go straight in to test the depth. Looks like we are a little bit high, so we have a little bit too much soil in the pot. We'll pour out some of that good organic houseplant potting mix. And I've got a real small amount of soil here in the bottom of the pot. We go in again. Try again. And we are mostly in, so that's good. I'm gonna fill back in. All right, as a final step, we're gonna actually go through and put a bit of neem oil on the plant all around, kind of protect it from bugs. You're gonna wanna use a high strength neem oil as a general pesticide with your houseplant.